All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot. Thank you for joining me for the top 5 things I want to see in the new Warzone map. If this is your first time joining me, man, please make sure you subscribe down below, hit your notification bell, and join us for all the awesome live streams we're doing, the music that I'm doing here, and everything else, videos just like this. And leave me a comment down below after the video. Tell me exactly what you want to see in the new Warzone map. So I'm going to go ahead and start this thing off with the obvious. The anti-cheat has to be good, okay? All right, Battlefield 2042 is coming out in October 22nd. We're going to see how that game is going to do. They have sort of a Battle Royale thing. I hope that it is really a Battle Royale and they don't forsake that. If that game is as good as it looks, Call of Duty has to make sure this anti-cheat is on point. Obviously, this game is going to sell well. It doesn't matter really what any of us says. It's going to sell well. But the cheating has been an issue for the past 6 months, at least. And that's just when I really started to pick up on it. And I know a lot of y'all have too, even longer than that. I mean, people have been cheating in the game for a long time now. But it's really become prevalent the past 6 to 8 months, I would say. They have to make sure that system is right. Whatever they got to do, it's not on me and it's not on you to have to report and get cheaters kicked off, especially knowing that that same cheater probably has another 20 accounts they can back themselves off of. It's just ridiculous. Fix the issue. No questions about it. They have to fix it. Second thing I'm going to say, really, that first one is kind of a gimme, I would say, but the SBMM has to be toned down. Why does every single match I play feel like a $10,000 tournament? I mean, every single one. I don't mind competition. I really think it's enjoyable. It's what makes Warzone very unique in its way, and Battle Royales in general, to know that you just beat out 150 people to win the game. And I don't want to go up against 0.25 and 0.5s every single match, or, you know, that's not every engagement that I want to get into. But I also don't feel like SBMM has to be turned up so high, no matter what time I'm playing on. It needs to be toned down just a little bit. Get your connection first. SBMM can be in there a little bit, but not nearly what it's at right now. It feels like every freaking match is literally some kind of a tournament, and it gets very annoying and doesn't make the game fun a lot of the times. It just makes it very frustrating. This might be somewhat of a controversial thing, but I would like the weapons to only be World War II weapons. They're going to be carrying Modern Warfare weapons and Cold War weapons and World War II weapons. So at what point do they say, okay, guys, we can't carry all these weapons and do all the balancing and all this kind of stuff? Because let's be honest, with World War II weapons, which are inherently less accurate, and less ammunition, which they can fix that issue, and they can fix both issues, they're going to have to nerf and buff a ton of guns to get the World War II guns up to where people will want to use them. Why not just make it level across the map? Now, I understand that people have spent real money on a lot of these things, including myself. I have spent a little bit too, especially when I lost my account. I had to get another one. I wanted some guns that I didn't want to have to grind again for. So yes, I bought some blueprints like an idiot. But and I get that. But maybe, and I know this is never going to happen. This is just like really reaching. But people that have bought these things, give them COD points to kind of make up for them, and then they can invest right back into your game. I wouldn't think they would be losing a whole lot there. It's not like you're giving them cash back or something. You know, you're actually giving them something that they can invest back into the game with. I'm sure there's a way to know what each account has spent. You know, again, I don't know. I'm not on that side of it. But at some point, they're going to have to say, all right, guys, these guns, these guns from these previous games aren't going to be in there. They're just not going to be able to keep up year after year after year with every single gun that's been done in the previous Call of Duty before it. I'd like to see everything just wiped clean right here. We all use World War II guns. Just my opinion, of course. And one side note, of course, with that is at least the pick 10 has to just be World War II guns, I would assume. And then that way, since we're going to have Cold War and we're going to have Modern Warfare guns, I assume, the pick 10 system hopefully will put those World War II guns more at a forefront. It will be more enticing for people to use those guns instead of the Cold War and Modern Warfare guns. Dynamic weather, this has all but been confirmed, but I don't know that it's been confirmed for Warzone. It's been confirmed for the other modes, not Warzone. This is something that was huge in Battlefield 5, although Battlefield 5 it was a decent game. They just kind of shot themselves in the foot right off the get-go with that game, and it never really gained the traction it needed. But the dynamic weather in that game, especially in the Pacific Ocean, really changed things. Halfway through, you'd have this crazy storm where you were looking at people, miles away compared to like 20 feet in front of you with this bad storm that just kicked up. Those kinds of things are really interesting. They keep it different. It doesn't have to be the same cycle. Change up the time, change up the type of weather event it may be. Dude, how awesome would that be? You're in the middle of a Warzone match, and this match all of a sudden you have a freaking typhoon hit hit the area or something. That would be really cool. Or you just played an entire match and there was really no weather events, and just keep it totally random and just keep things changed up. I think that would be awesome. Ghost on the move. This is something they have to do, man. There's, especially in like solos and some of duos, so many people just sit in a freaking corner. I don't understand the people. Now, if you're in game, I get it, but there's people that will do a recon just to sit in the last house and literally just sit there until end game. You do what you do, whatever is fun to you. I don't understand buying a game like this and just sitting in a corner. People do it. If you have Ghost only on the move, that will help hopefully to alleviate some of those things. Also with the destructible environments, there's going to be certain areas that you may want to sit in the entire game, but you can't because you could get blown out of that spot. The destructive elements, I hope, is a really bigger part than what I've seen in Champion Hill. I don't know about the beta. We're going to play that tomorrow, but I hope that it's a huge part of Warzone, and then that way we can really weed out a lot of the camping and keep people kind of on the move. And the last thing I'll say is better respawn points, man. How many times have you been killed in a match, won your gulag, come back in, only to find out that the revenge you wanted to get on that player that killed you, you really can't, because now you're 2,000 meters away from either your loadout or the place that you actually died. This is super annoying. Make the respawn points close to where you died, assuming it's not in the gas. And sometimes the spawn points for the loadouts are right on the edge of the gas or on the edge of the map, which could put you at a disadvantage. It just seems like the spawn points need to be dialed in a little bit better than what they have. So I think we did over 5 there, but it's all good. I want to hear what your things that you really want to see in this new Warzone map. The biggest thing is it's got to be fun. I really like some of the things they've done. It's going to be totally different than Verdansk, which is a good thing. A lot of tunnels, a lot of different areas that you can go, and that's what we need, man. We need a different map for sure. So I want to hear what your opinion is down below. Again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.